please.
You think
Stop
we
the
will find
suffering.
anyone here who can
Stop
help
it.
our efforts in
regular
the Azure
pants, for a
Span?
limited time, our
I'm
listeners
sure
get
an
20%
adventurer
off
will
when you
come
use
by.
random. Code
This place
random
should be
at
crawling with
checkout.
them.
That's 20%
I
off
have just
with
the
the
thing
code
for you.
random at
I shall
publicrec.com.
guide you.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell
Ride
them
the
we
winds.
sent you. Say goodbye to pants that put up a fight, because when comfort meets style, you found Public Rec.
When we first went to Club 54, I got so hung up.
Studio 54.
Studio 54, or in New York.
Yeah.
I got so hung up watching this guy scam people on the street.
Which guy?
The beggar.
Oh.
They work in pairs.
Oh, is that right?
One guy would be obnoxious and just scare the shit out of everybody. And then his buddy would come along and say, "Hey, get out of here, come on," and make him bleed. And apologize to everybody. Apologize to all the people that.
Good bum, bad bum.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm so naive. I never once even thought that.
I watched
You mean the bums are fake?
In Jamaica, for sure.
Oh, well, Jamaica. I expect the
No
bums
Jew.
to be
In
fake
Jamaica,
in
we were
Jamaica.
at Ocho Rios and resort there. And of course, the hotel said, that's something mountain. Forget. Anyway, Stearman, don't go to Stearman. Why? That's where all the locals hang out at night.
Oh.
So that's the first place I went to. Of course, that's where the fun is. Now, when you go to Stearman, it's a club. They have candlelight and a lot of ganja smoked all over the place.
That makes a club.
And then a lot of good dancing, and a lot of the people that were formerly during the day begging on the beach, with a fucked up leg or something. Now they're dancing. They're dancing. They got their teeth in.
I got to say, that is cheeky to be using your thing as a bad leg. Really, to explain that one away in court.
Yeah.
No,
That was Stearman.
that's hysterical. What's your favorite place that you went?
Ever?
Yeah, like your favorite, did one place in the world. So you guys are world travelers in a way I really have never been. I toured Europe once, like 4 cities doing stand-up. It was fine, but it wasn't for me. I'm an American. I'm not. Anyway, but
I know the feeling.
what, is there like Amsterdam or, I don't know, Toronto or, if you ask the Rolling Stones, I'm sure they would all have an
They
opinion.
all love
like,
New York. All the Stones and the Beatles, and
Yeah.
they all love New York.
I just came back from Mexico City, man. That city's popping.
Where?
Mexico City.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
right,
it's good there.
right.
But I don't know. I kind of like to end up. I like Costa Rica a lot. I've gone there a lot in my life over a period.
The city?
San Jose. I always spent time out at the beach at Campos,
Oh, yeah.
and been there for years.
Yeah.
And I think I
I mean,
might.
that's a little off the beaten path. I mean, like, like cities.
Oh,
Like
cities.
like what city did you vibe with? I always felt like I either vibed with a city or I didn't.
Amsterdam. Yeah.
Amsterdam, I have to say, maybe I just had the wrong guides, but like, was polite, but not warm to me. No, maybe you had a different
I was out of the step too. When the earth we were coming, all the
God.
stoners, they got together and they took me out for a night out.
Yeah,
And a half hour later, they had to drag me back.
right.
I could not hang with them at all.
Paris is. We both lived in Paris
Yeah.
for a long time,
Yeah.
and I like that city. It's cold at first, but when you find out where to go,
Yeah.
you stay.
Depends what you're doing. You know, we're doing a movie there, so it was quite nice. You know, Paris can be
We
nice.
both stayed there for like, you were there, what, 4 years?
Yeah. I mean, there's no city like it in the world.
Huh?
Paris.
Yeah,
It's because it's not just the economic capital like New
Well,
York.
you got choices.
It's also the political capital like Washington. It's like New York
Yeah.
and Washington as one. Plus, it's kind of the capital of Europe.
Yeah,
I mean, Berlin might argue in some ways, but Paris, you know.
yeah.
Fashion capital.
But I hate the food. I can't stand the food.
Really?
You cannot have it. Yeah. It's like I have to find like the worst sort of like deli
Oh,
to go in to get like a
just
you
go to a
know, great
brasserie,
cheese sub
eat there.
survive on
Yeah.
because I cannot
Really?
stand the food. It's horrible.
Really?
And it has the reputation of
When you're from New Jersey, was it Italian food you got used to?
I just like regular food, not like this, just like, not this, if there was, I mean, I'm telling you, the last time I was there, and I was not eating badly. I was with people who knew the city
Yeah.
and were rich, and it was, you know, we ate at fine places, and we ate at the neighborhood place that was supposed to be even better. I fucking hated it all. I filled up on
Really?
bread
Yeah,
and
no.
some, the entire time, I'm telling you.
Why
It
would
was,
you?
it was, and like the meat was always like super tough. It's like the first time I was like, oh, this must be a bad batch. No, next time that's how they like it. They eat it like that. It's terrible.
It's an acquired
It's
taste.
terrible.
Well,
And everybody else, yeah, was like loving it and ugh,
well,
this stinky shit. And,
they have good food there.
You weren't stoned then, I guess.
you know, this is 2015. I'm trying to think. I don't think I
You
think I would be
couldn't have been
too
stoned.
paranoid. I know I'm too paranoid to bring pot to. Oh, I may have.
They find it
we
there.
went to Amsterdam first. That's probably why the itinerary was written that way. Now that I think about it, we went to Amsterdam first for a reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amsterdam was always like a safe port. It was
Yeah.
Casablanca.
Yeah.
Well, we worked there. We
Pot
made
smugglers.
a movie there, so we were there for a while. You know, and got intertwined with the locals.
We
there.
started the first pot cafe in
Right.
Amsterdam with our movie.
On a barge.
I remember being in a restaurant when I was first there, and I thought, oh, we'll smoke. And then they were like, oh, no, we don't smoke everywhere here. You know, like, we're just adult about it.
We're not French.
It wouldn't be like, it just wouldn't be cool to, you could legally smoke here in the restaurant. It just wouldn't be cool. They were cool that way.
Yeah.
You know, they were a cohesive society.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Where are they now? Do you know?
where are they now? The Dutch, where are they now?
Because I heard that
The
they were
Cano, the
going-
Brady Bunch, and the Dutch.
I-
Where are they now?
I heard they were going
No, it's
Trumpy. They were headed in the Trump direction.
First of all, it's a fair question because they once almost stopped the world economy with the tulip market, right?
Yes.
They were big. They were the big swinging dick in the you know, explorers age.
Navigators, boy.
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah, they're navigators.
Yeah, there was, you know, New York City is Stuyvesant town. Peter Stuyvesant was Dutch. They bought it from the
And then all these islands
the
in
Dutch,
Spain.
the Hudson River. So the Dutch, where are they? Well, they were always a very free, liberal society. They do have a large Muslim minority, and there is a clash of cultures there. And it could best, I think, be summed up as, you know, are you so tolerant that you're willing to tolerate intolerance? That's the issue.
Wow.
So because, yeah,
The worst nightmare.
yeah.
Dutch Indian.
So this guy, Gert Wilders, I interviewed him in Religulous when we filmed there in 2006. He was a Dutch politician on the rise. I think he's the head dude now. And, you know, people call him a racist and this and that. I don't see it that way. I don't know. It was a long time ago, and I don't keep up with Dutch politics, but My memory is we were more on the same page of like,
How is your health?
should there be any sort of prejudice against Islamic people? Of course not. But there are beliefs that are not liberal, and they don't, you know, you can't kill cartoonists. You can't do shit like that. They had a Dutch artist, Theo Van Gogh, made a movie about Muhammad. He got stabbed on the sidewalk. So there's a lot of controversy there. Like, you know, we want to be tolerant to everybody, but not if your beliefs themselves are intolerant.
Yeah.
Not if you're still at war with it. Really, but they're still at war.
Who's still at war?
The Muslims.
Yeah, there has been a war between Islam and the West for a very long, starting with the Middle Ages.
And they're still there?
The Crusades. I mean, it is
Still there?
Where
yeah,
are
it's
your
a
manners?
similar thing. I mean, they
See you
fought
soon.
over Jerusalem a
Oh
lot.
well.
They're still
Where will
fighting.
the wind
You
take
ever see
you?
that movie? It's a Ridley Scott movie, Days of Heaven, I think it's called. It's about this Jerusalem and the siege of it in 1187 by the Muslim guy who finally took it over. And,
Saladin.
oh, it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
It's called Days of Heaven.
Days of Heaven, yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Farewell.
was in it, movie star-wise.
You watch movies at the end of the day?
Yeah. Well, movies. You watch movies? You go to movies.
Go.
You know those things that
Who
come
wants
on?
to know?
I want to know. I want to.
No,
I want to know what you do right before you go to sleep.
My wife takes me to movies. She takes the old guy out.
An airing.
Well, don't look at it that way.
You know,
But takes them out for an airing.
In the sun,
And then
you know. turns me.
I bet you she has to fight off the bitches trying to get at you with her handbag. Come on, big old
It's
guy
nice when
out.
that does happen. Every once in a while. Oh, look! Oh my God! Put you in me. And you kind of check her out, take a look at her.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, they thought you were Kenny Rogers.
No, I'm. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's what people say. Yeah,
No, she's.
you're iconic.
Yeah, I gotta keep happy, you know, staying happy. There's an art to it. And I realize because I'm a comedian, I can entertain the fuck out of myself. And I've been doing a good job. And like, my son had me taken off Twitter because I was getting too many enemies with the Trumpies.
Yeah.
You know, and it was getting too. It was starting to get heckled at the shows. You know.
Really?
Yeah. So it was time to go. Okay, you got it. It's yours for a while.
I don't engage with social media at all. I have other people that do for me, you know, when we have business together. But as a person,
Yeah.
zip.
When first of all, it's back to the thing that we
Interested in some fine
often
goods?
capable
Yeah.
of conjuring
We'll
it
have
up
plenty
in an
for
easy
you
way
next
that,
time.
You know,
But
hey,
I-
check out this TikTok. I can't.
You know,
Show it to me.
I'd rather-
Send it to me.
I'd rather practice ukulele. I mean, really do. You know, if I'm going to spend, what am I going to spend time on? You know.
Well, look, I mean, I certainly have scrolled through enough TikToks and Instagrams to know that they can. I mean, this is what's so seductive about it, is that we're not stupid people. A lot of people are not stupid people. I have to say, if I just didn't have a discipline in me that I think comes from being in this generation,
Yeah.
it is interesting. You can show me one fucking amazing thing after another in a way that's so evil that you're like getting right to that. Oh, first here's a guy who's surfing the highest wave ever, and then they blowjob, and then, you know, but it's just, yes, you can go being to my place, and oh my God, there's a dog doing an amazing thing, and I
What
love
can I
dogs.
do for you?
You can
Smooth
do
sailing.
that. So I could
Always
see
to the sea.
just
Non-stop.
Keep
you
the
have to have
wind in
something in
your
you
sails.
that goes, I got something
Safe
better to do,
passage
or
to
I
you.
want to make something better in my life, or whatever.
Soothsayer.
You got to really pull yourself away, and a lot of people
Always to
don't.
the sea.
See where aging comes in?
Yes, no, it's
See, your body just automatically shuts down, slows down. The shit you used to be able to do, you can't do anymore, and there's a reason.
I just said the part of the brain that is supposedly the captain sometimes does his job and says, stop looking at this stupid shit as much as you could keep going, because I'm saying now you should do this other thing, which, look, it's not going to be that much worse, and it's going to be productive, and you need to do it for tomorrow, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
There are more whelps at the
It's like
shrine that could
heroin,
use your
and I
guidance
just
in their
never was
training.
attracted. And I'm still not attracted to it.
And then some people, I mean, I'm sure you know Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
He does not have a cell phone. And the reason is because he found it too addictive. Not because he hated it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't engage with it at all. I mean, I have accounts with
Oh, the cell phone, yeah.
any
No,
social
but
media.
But you must use it for
You gotta
texting.
turn it on. You gotta turn it on.
No, I don't.
You don't text?
I do text,
Oh, yeah.
but only people I know.
Right. Well, what
Strangers.
What,
I get texts from strangers all the
Who's
time.
selling cryptocoin? No, of course, people you know. But, I mean, you have to admit, like, some of these things that came along well after we were, like, of the age to, some of them did turn out to be awesome, like texting. I mean, I wish we had texting. It's so easy, and it takes care, or email, anything where you just
But then
don't
they
have to
changed it
actually
on
make
you.
a call or a visit, you know, because lots of stuff in life doesn't require that. It just requires, it's when people use texting to tell you their life story, that's when it's like, no. It's just to be like, I'll be 10 minutes late, or I'm up here on the Empire State Building, you know, we never make that movie where what movie is that, where they're supposed to meet at the Empire State Building and they miss each other? Now they would just, I'm in the lobby, what are you doing? But, I mean, that was awesome. And emails, when I think about having to, like, leave messages.
No, I like the technology. I mean, I like what it exactly for what those things that you said it does. I just don't want to have to learn another language.
No.
Right now, it's like enough. My wife learned Spanish in 3 months. Reads it, writes it, speaks it. Speaks English, Russian, Spanish, French, Italian.
But I'm assuming your wives are quite a bit younger than you.
His wife is KGB.
I know.
KGB?
She was.
What does that mean?
She was
Russia?
junior KGB.
Oh, she really was?
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
Well, we're not sure. But you
Come on, concert pianist.
So,
Hello.
I'm sure she's awesome, but I must admit, I am wary of Russians. Okay, can I just put it on the table? I am wary of Russians. I don't think it's their fault.
No.
But I think communism was such a horrible system, especially psychologically, that it made the Russian people kind of a abused child that is still in, and, you know, Putin, you know, it's not like it got a lot better. Except that,
he calmed the waters for a long time for them. They weren't in a war for a long time, and they had always been in wars. Putin. Yeah.
they're in one now.
Well, there's the resurgence at the end of his life. He wants to, to kind of revive the kingdom. And they all go through that period. Look at Bush, or look at Trump, and all those guys are, the line or whatever right now is what we're seeing, but a crazy version of it. It's like,
yeah, but he's not. Trump ain't trying to invade anybody.
I'll give him a chance.
We did. He was president for 4 years. I mean, nobody hates Trump more than me, but he didn't, His instinct is the opposite. He wants to get out of Ukraine. He wants to just give it to Putin. His big secret plan. My secret plan. We give Yeah, my plan to end the war. We give up. Okay, you know.
And that's what his plan is.
I've been enjoying the Trump. Oh my God, eating they're eating your dog.
Oh, it's
It was like watching a marlin about to
like-
take that bait. You know, like what was gonna go? He's gonna a big mackerel out there. You know, half a mackerel.
well. I said on my show Friday. I think he's toast.
Yeah,
I'm putting down my marker that he's going to lose this election. I've always been a pessimist about him. This is the first time.
He knows he's going to lose, but with his luck, he could win.
I don't think he will. I think it'll be tied as the polls always are on election
Yeah.
day. The American people just love to play a game of chicken.
Yeah.
They always will.
Yeah.
But they're like people who shop.
That's how you sell papers or newspapers or internet or something. You got breaking news.
Right.
That's what it is. Breaking news.
But I think at the last minute when people go into the booth this time,
He'll do it right.
they just have had enough.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he has a strong base, but
They're very
position is-
strong, and it's not going to be a walk, but
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it'll be just enough. That's the marker.
I
more than
don't know.
enough.
I think they're going to give people the
And then the-
polls that they have
I see
had before.
Icing will be when he gets sentenced.
No,
That'll come
there's no
then.
sentencing anymore. Oh yeah, he does get sentenced, right?
Yes, he does.
Oh right, in the hush
Does.
money one.
He does.
All right.
He does.
Well, you know, I don't want to base my happiness based on how unhappy he is.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know,
No,
Been
you
out
gotta,
of my life, man.
you gotta accept him for what he was. And he was.
I don't accept him. I completely don't accept him.
No,
But I also don't accept
he
letting
did-
his
what
psyche like control my psyche.
Think what he did. He did things that no one could do.
Yes, true. Oh, yes.
No one
Mostly
could
for
do.
the worse.
No one could do. No,
Yes.
the best. He got Joe Biden elected. No one else could have done that.
That's funny. That's not a compliment to Joe Biden, but I'm not going to argue with it either.
And
It's
he's
true.
going to get
You're right. He
Kamala elected too. He'll be responsible for the
Right.
first black woman president of America, thanks to Donald Trump.
You're right.
That's it. And we'll owe it all to him.
I sense you don't like him. Well, I don't like him either. I don't care who does it.
I don't like him either.
I think he's kind of a buffoon, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Comedy god.
He's a comedy, yeah. Nobody ever provided more material because,
Nobody.
unlike other
Nobody.
presidents who had one or two things about them that were obviously funny, you know, Bush was stupid and Clinton was horny. Like, this guy's everything. He's both stupid
Everything.
and crazy and horny
Everything.
and fat
Everything.
and wants to fuck his
And he looks
daughter.
like the devil.
And and has this preposterous turkey sandwich on his head. And it's his real hair.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That it's not a wig. It would somehow be better, don't
Yeah.
you think? If it
And
were-
he stinks. He stinks.
Stinks.
He's putrid.
This latest theory.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, adventurers.
Proven. They got
I
internet.
got the smell.
What?
Proven.
He stinks.
Trump, yeah.
Like physically?
He has to wear diapers. He
Do
shits
you
himself.
feel
Oh,
the
come on.
change in the wind?
Oh, where are you getting this?
On the internet.
On the internet. You sound like them.
Well,
This is my
not
problem
telling
with
that.
America.
But it-
Everybody's fucking nuts. Oh, Christ. On the internet. Well, that wraps that up. I'm Edward R. Murrow.
You never
I'm
heard
back
that
tomorrow.
You never heard that
Read it.
before.
What?
Never heard that before, huh?
That I heard it about Elvis.
Yeah.
What's
No,
on your
about
mind?
Trump.
Off
Trump
with
wearing
you. See you
diapers.
soon.
Oh, I
The Isles have
plausible.
awakened.
Stinks. Stinks.
Go with the
We're about
aspects.
the exact same age, me and Trump.
78.
May the
Yeah.
waters protect
You must be proud.
I hope to see you again soon.
I think you're doing great for 78.
Well,
I'm 68.
68. Oh, yeah, let me tell you.
It's all
oh,
relative.
you're a youngster then, eh?
Yeah, no, it's also relative. I remember when I was 37, had been in a relationship for 5 years. You know, like, sorry. Yeah, let me do it. And 5 years, a very significant relationship. You know, just at the age you would get married if you were like the kind of person who could, which apparently I wasn't. And I thought, oh my God, 37. What woman is going to go out with me now?
Oh, really?
I thought it was too old. Just like I wasn't even mature yet. I wasn't even. And then I remember going out with this girl. I was 42. She was 28. And I remember I asked her once, like, what do you think the perfect age for a man is? And she said,
There are more
early
whelps
50s.
at the shrine that could use your guidance in their
Early
training.
50s is. And now I get it. It's like, women know more than anybody. You know, they don't want to put up with stupid.
Yeah.
They'll put up with so much. Like how we look. Because we're just better to be around and not stupid and not possessive and, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like so much of the success of a relationship is just letting the person be who they are. For fuck's sake.
And loving it.
What?
And loving it.
And loving, yes, of course.
And loving it.
Okay, we get it. You're a marble man. Well, the grandkids, when they come, everybody gets along.
Actually, I'm going. They all live in Colorado. They're all.
The many baby mamas. It's not a whole Michigan.
No, but my
You
oldest.
have different kids from different ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be
But
some-
that's not the issue. But my oldest daughter Carmen grew up skiing, and she went to college on a ski scholarship, and so that's what her perfect life was, to live in the ski town. And all her kids grew up in that, you know, and that's what she's doing right now. And they're doing very well, and we're going there for Thanksgiving. We haven't seen them in a little while, so.
He's such a man of the people. His daughter in the ski town.
I didn't know that's what she wanted. Well, she grew up in a ski town.
No, I think that's what's so great about America.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, do we have our problems? Yes, but really anybody can be anywhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't always so,
Nope.
and there are still issues, but anybody can be anywhere.
Yeah. And it's a big country.
It's a big country, and it's not as hicky as it used to be. I was just writing something about how country music, I used to hate it.
Really?
For a good reason. It sucked. And now it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It doesn't suck. It's like, country music is like the Eagles in 1972. Right?
Yep.
Which
Basically.
we loved.
Yeah.
They had a banjo for a while, right?
Yeah.
Remember Bernie Ludden?
Uh-huh.
He must have hung out with all those.
All
The
those
rock
guys.
stars.
Yeah. We all came out of the Troubadour.
How
on
can
that
I
side.
help?
Like what
Clear
musicians were
skies
you-
and safe
were you
journeys.
palling around with? Like in
Always
that era
glad
when
to
you guys
help.
were stars and
Please
they
be
were-
careful, friend. Dionysaka,
Jim Croce.
always glad to help.
Jim Croce?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was great, but
Please be
It's not like-
careful, friend.
Led Zeppelin or...
Oh,
No, I'm fucking...
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
different guys hung out, but he reached out because we had a common agent or something.
His stuff is awesome.
I
I mean, obviously he died young.
Yeah.
How did he die?
an airplane crash.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was.
Airplanes are terrible to musicians. You know?
Yeah.
How many, when you think about it? Aaliyah and Buddy Holly and, you know, I guess because
Richie Valens. Yeah.
Big Bopper, that we're all on that same flight. Because I guess we all take little planes to get to gigs.
So at one time or another, boy.
And some of them are scary.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed, you know.
You ever flown in one of those double cockpit, open cockpit? They fly really low over a lot of little lakes.
I think I have.
Yeah.
The Caribbean. I think
That's.
But I've also just been in the one with the the guys out front with by the wing doing it manually, practically. You know, like contact. You know, this is not a word I want to hear before we take off.
You want to check the weather on one of those?
Yeah, but
Now.
well, I'm stopping doing it after this year.
Oh yeah.
I may go back to it, but at least for 1 year. I've done it for 42 years.
Take a rest.
Stand up and 13 HBO specials. I feel like
Time for a rest.
I want to see if I will miss. You don't know if you'll miss something that you've done that long, unless you stop it, and then you go, oh, I either miss it or like, no, this is cool. I can, you know, I can get by with. Not like I don't have other jobs.
Yep.
But I also do love it. I mean, there's nothing like a live audience in a theater that came to see you.
Nothing like
So, you know, you're the hero to begin with. And you want to, makes you want to deliver to them so much. And it's just a wonderful
Our show kept us
feeling.
in shape. It was a real physical show, so it had to be, you know, in shape to do it. And so that was the, you know, part of it, because we worked out all the time. Went to we were members of the YMCA, and when we toured, in the early days, that was the best gym in town. And so we'd go there and dump the stuff at the hotel, go to Y, play basketball, work out, blah, 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 come back, shower, do the show, party all night, blah, 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 come back and get on the plane, repeat.
What was party all night? Let's go.